of the F2 Championship from Abu Dhabi. And I'm pleased to say I'm joined by PSGL's #1 commentator, Musical Venom.
Oh, thank you kindly for that introduction. It's good to be here. I did do some F2 races earlier in the season, so it's pretty awesome to be back here for the title side. So much on the line.
Yeah, okay, thank you for joining me. This Abu Dhabi was dubbed the Jewel in the Desert, get my words out, in 2016 between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, and they've got three of them this able to come in a few days. Today F2, tomorrow F3, and F1 on Monday. But how's F4 looking actually, Venom? Is that still going, or has that been decided now?
Yes, constructors and drivers are both on the line tomorrow.
Okay, so we've got four titles on.
Yeah, both championships look pretty likely to go in favour of the leaders in F4, unlike this league, which is very tight still.
Good stuff. So yeah, and we've got two people in the lobby with us, the two championship protagonists, Little Blocks and Lewis W03. So the first thing I just wanted to say is that since I've started commentating back probably Hungary, the races I've done have been absolutely brilliant. F2 has been suffering in terms of numbers, but there may have been lack of quantity, but certainly not lack of quality. And I've noticed by watching the F1 races as well, but some of the F2 qualifying times have been faster than the ones that the guys are setting in F1. So some great stuff on show in F2. And the two, yeah. And these two guys here are actually their first season in PSGL, so that's kudos anyway. So my question to both of you, if Lickle, you go first, how are you feeling going into tonight's race?
That's a tough one. I'm feeling kind of nervous, but then again I know that I have to crack on and just drive the best I can.
Okay, and yourself, Lewis?
The track itself I really like, but in terms of my chance of the title, I wouldn't say I've got a good chance unless this all crashes out. But it's like, if I don't win this race, I don't think I've got a chance.
Okay, Venom, you got any questions you want to ask?
Yes, I mean, all I was going to say was I believe that the championship might be decided from the qualifying rather than the race itself. I think there's more pressure on the drivers to qualify well for a race like this than there is, because I think they've proven time and time again this season they can race, but the pressure will be on. So, Little Blocks, would you say this is going to be a very important qualifying session compared to ones you've done before?
Of course, every qualifying is very important, but particularly today, this race, this is the most important one. Hopefully I'm going to try to get on pole ahead of Louis, and then hopefully at turn 1, if I can get on pole, he gets involved in something, and then I can maybe just drive off into the distance.
And I guess my only question to Louis would be, given the gap to the championship leader, was there one race in particular this season you regret, where if you do end up losing the championship, that may have gotten away from you there?
Well, Hungary, I bottled it down myself. I just completely lost the back end because it was raining. I didn't race last week, so there's at least probably a podium in that race still. Canada, me and Renko had a bit of contact and I crashed out on the last lap. So I was on for third that race, so that's another 10 points I've lost.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a yo-yo the last few races. Before we started in Japan, Lico had an 8-point lead and you DNF'd that race, and so you had an 8-point deficit getting to USA, but obviously as it's been already been said, Lewis wasn't there, so you managed to win that race and got that 8-point lead back again. So my final question to you, Louis, would be a bit of controversy, shall we say, at the end of last week's race. Are you expecting any more tactics like that, or are you just quite confident that everyone's just going to try and do their own thing? Sorry, I mean,
mind that.
yeah, sorry, I meant Lickle. Sorry, actually, sorry about that.
Just worried over a few little things, but in general, just looking forward to the race. I'm guessing, just hoping I have a good one.
Okay. Any final thoughts?
Me.
Good luck, Edward.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, good luck to the both of you. Hope you both have a great race. I'm just gonna quickly join the lobby, so give me a couple of seconds.
What should you recommend?
Joey, do you want to go in a bite? That's out one.
Right, so only 10
Very
people again, but it's no problem. So another person to look out for in this race, I think, is JD7. He's been showing some great pace recently as well. So, and also CC Brain. He's had good races in Singapore, for example, and Japan. So they could mix it up in the top 3 spots, and yeah, they might have a say on tonight's outcome.
Yeah, I believe JD had one of the best drives of the season in F2 when he won in Belgium. I was very impressed with him that day when I watched the race. So yeah, you're right. He's definitely one to watch, and he could play a factor in the race win today.
So I think the one thing that we don't want is a first corner collision where someone gets taken out, because that will just be like the anti-climax of everything, wouldn't it? So hopefully they'll get round the first hairpin.
We want it settled on track, but not straight away. We want
Yeah,
there's no Abu Dhabi. It's it's going to be a clear race. There's going to be no excuses for any of these drivers, and they have to bring their best to this one. There's no weather, there's no safety car, there's nothing to influence it except their pace and their setup and all the practice they've put in. And it's the last race of the season, so there's no more races to look to the next week to recover. This is it. This is the end of the season.
cool. So thank you to everyone joining the lobby so far. Joining the not the lobby, the chat room so far. What's the give us an update on the constructors? I didn't actually go into that. I should have done really, but I forgot all about it. So what's the
Constructors Championship is a 13-point gap between the top 4 teams, so it's a ludicrously tight situation. Ferrari leads on 127 points, 3 points clear of Toro Rosso, 124, and then Red Bull and the Williams team are both on 114 points. Both Red Bull drivers are in the lobby. One Williams, and one
two
Toro
Ferrari.
Rosso.
There's 2 Ferrari drivers I saw there. Yeah.
Oh, is that? Who's the other Ferrari driver?
King Mick and CC Brain. Did I see that?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So, that's going to be a nice little battle to look out for as well. And with such a small points difference, it could swing pretty quickly.
So yeah, evening game freaker. The difference is that Lickle is leading Lewis by 8 points. So basically, Lickle has to finish on the podium to win the championship. Skip that. But that's if Lewis wins, of course. If Lewis was winning and Lickle finished 4th place, it would actually go to a count back, and Lewis would win on race victories.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the situation. So glad I got you with me to do the mathematics during the race.
Yeah. Simple fact is, Lewis has to outscore Little Blocks by 8 points, and then he'll win the title.
The one thing I should guarantee, but you never know, Codemasters being Codemasters, that it'll be a dry race and quali. That's what it should be, but you never know this game.
Yeah, but I believe the actual probability of the track getting rain is set to like 0%.
Okay.
In terms of the actual data inside the game, so I think it's literally impossible for this track to get rain.
No, that's good news.
I mean, it would be a monumental glitch, put it this way, if it rained. And you know, if it was raining for the race, there would be a comment in the F2 chat about it immediately. So
yeah,
pretty sure. Yeah, so I expect everyone's going to go for ultra soft slides. I don't expect anybody to have a change of strategy because there's only 10 drivers, so there's no point looking for an outside the top 10 strategy because there is no starting outside the top 10.
no. Remco will be the first one to start a flying lap, and he was the source of that controversy last week. Bit of blocking. Despite him being a lap down, but it's all in the past now, so we'll just look forward to this race and hopefully it'll be a good one.
Yeah, interestingly, Lil Block's getting out there straight away to a banker lap, but his championship rival still in the pit lane, hasn't come out yet. So it's a fairly long lap here, so you don't get too many runs, 2 at most.
No. What would you say is, I know it's still early in the session, what would you say is a pit stop time round here?
It's fairly hefty here. I think it's about 25 seconds, something like that, if I remember my career race here correctly. I think it's about 25 seconds. It's quite a lot of time. So I think most of the drivers will be looking for a one-stop strategy.
Yeah, so ultra soft, I take it.
Yeah, I believe that the soft, unlike some other tracks, the so-called slowest tyre is actually a pretty good race tyre here, the soft tyre. When I've used it. Some tracks, the soft or the medium tyres are really, really poor, but this is not. It's a relatively, you know, it's a clean sort of track. Tyre wear is not too severe compared to some other tracks, but the ultra softs, especially used ones, they won't last too long before they'll be missing. But I don't think anyone really, because the pace difference between all the drivers is so tight in this league, I don't think anyone's got a massive pace advantage to make the 2-stop work. But we'll have to wait and see if anyone has something up their sleeve.
So, pole prediction times?
Well, it's, I'd say in the 36s, at least low 36s. Someone might pop it into a 35. I think it'll be somewhere in the low 36s.
bit of a from Game Figure. Hashtag AshJP. Will Remco finish his F1 season next season? Who knows? It remains to be seen. Yeah.
Yeah, that is an interesting question.
So Remco obviously won first, done the fastest lap so far with 130. Oh no, he hasn't. Sorry, Kim Mick done 137.7. Slow lap from Remco.
Was on a faster lap than King Mick. Let's see how he does with the final sector. Oh, he invalidated.
Yeah, must have invalidated.
Oh, it's quite easy to do here. Realistically, he's only going to get one more run, so if he messes up again, then that could really compromise his race.
Evening Frizzo, glad you found the stream. LRC Gaming said who is with you. It's Musical Venom, aka Gaming Alamonda, aka PSGL Venom. Many aliases.
Yeah, I'm doing some producing hopefully some good content for Gaming Element soon. But plugs aside, CC Brain has put it into the first driver going to 36. Sorry, 36.766. Louis just ran in the penultimate corner. Oh, goes a bit deep. Now he runs into 21. Want to keep it tight. Apex can avoid the curbs, get a good run off the line. He puts it on pole for now.
Oh, that's a marker. So Lickle has got to respond somehow.
Yeah, just trying to see from his driving in the final sector if he is. No, he's gone off already, so I think he's going back to the pits to get another change of tyres.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically just do the one run, back to the pits, get some new boots on and back out again. But obviously, like you said, it's got to be pretty quick because it's obviously a 12-minute session.
Yeah, Lil Box was the only driver to invalidate his first flying run. And the other Lewis, 11004, he's on his out lap, so he's only just gone out. Which, well, he's only really going to get one run.
Yeah.
He's left it so late. Only on his out lap, just over 5 minutes to go.
So yeah, he's the only one person who's going to be starting the final lap soon. So over halfway through the session now. What is the standing? Well, Freddy should have joined at the start. Basically, there's only two people who are contending the championship. That's Little Blocks and Lewis W03, and Little has an 8-point lead. So, like I said, if Lewis was to win the race, Little would have to come in the top 3. If he finishes 4th, there'll be a count back. So that is the situation, and it's quite a tight battle in the constructors, which we'll keep an eye on as well. So Lewis is on doing his final and doing his quick lap, so he's only been going to do one run. Don't know why he's left it so late, but there we go.
I should certainly get better track evolutions at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question, Game Freak. Yeah, it's going to be interesting grid for F1 next season. Game Freak was just saying that Ash, what's he going to do in F1 next season?
Well, we know he's got good one-lap pace, but it's different once you get to a league like F2 or F1. It's far less room for error. So, you know, he's shown some good stuff in the lower divisions.
Yeah.
So I think he's got the pace to be in F2 or F1, which have similar pace levels right now. I don't think there's much to choose between them in terms of, you know, the best pace of the best drivers.
Oh, Lewis has gone really wide there. Yeah, he's not going to do a lap. Well,
he's got time. He's come back out again.
That's true, yeah.
They turn around the car quickly. He'll have to probably gun it for the outlap, which will affect his tyre wear. So find the Ultra Softs do go fairly quickly here.
Interesting, but even though he's still in the pits, that Dougie Antonio is put on the Super Softs. That'd be interesting.
Well, he's got a 146, 141, so maybe he's not getting those Ultra Softs to work, and he's going to think about. I mean, it's certainly a lot easier to get the one stop out of the way with the Super Soft strategy, but he will be going slow at the start.
So, yeah, go on.
And then he'll be undercut by the people who come in for the softs, off the Ultra Softs, so I don't think it's a strategy.
No. So, currently on Hellboy in a minute, currently P6. Interestingly, he's got some pace. He's a bit inconsistent, but he is quick. So interesting to see what he can do in this race.
Yeah.
On 38.2 currently.
We have seen some good pace from Hellboy at times this season. He got a good podium in Japan. But yeah, just needs to show it a bit more next season.
So less than a minute and a half to go, so it's now or never for most of these guys.
So yeah, Lil Blocks is on his flying lap.
Yeah.
Good exit onto the second DRS straight. Oh, and Remco got a this and next lap invalidation, so his qualifying's over.
Oh no. Hate it when it happens. But
Yeah.
yeah, you got to get a banker in, haven't you, on the first run. Hashtag Ask Server 5 tiers confirmed for next season. I don't know about that Abu Dhabi, to be honest. It's PSL's a bit short of numbers at the minute, so I don't know. I think Lico's gone wide again, hasn't he? Or that will count or not? But he's got time to do another lap.
Cost him.
Oh, he puts in P3.
Yeah.
Looks very wide.
Yeah, it wasn't the best sector 3 from him. I think he knows he can probably do better. We'll have one more run, but the trouble is, this will be the set he starts on, so he's going to
tyre wear.
only one less lap on these tyres he's pushing him. And he's already down on his best sector one time, so...
one thing, P2, yeah, I was just going to say, just give you a bit of an update, Venom, on for your commentary on Monday. You know that glitch where you just get stuck when you saw someone go through?
Oh yeah, I know that's fixed now.
Yeah.
And they didn't actually mention that in their patch notes, so...
No.
Well, it's alright. Now Louis has a bit of a problem because he's got a Sauber ahead of him.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
He's going to get blocked here, but he's on a flying lap as well, so he's not really blocking, he's just not quick.
No.
It's Dougie, I think.
On the super softs.
Yeah, well, Louis definitely isn't going any faster, so it's up to Little Bricks now to see if he can get. If he was to get pole position now and Louis was denied really a second run at it, that could be quite a controversial moment in this qualifying session. But you know, Dougie did no, Little Blocks peels off in pits. Louis went faster somehow. Don't know how. Went a tenth quicker. I mean, he actually hit the back of the Sauber in sector 3, so he must have got a lot of drag from the 2 DRS straights to make up the time he lost in sector 3. But fair play to him.
So
he takes pole position.
Yeah, that is your grid.
Yeah, and if the race were to finish like that, Louis would be the champion.
Yeah, I mean, I did say at the start that JD and Caesar Vane could have a part to play in this race, and they've even got it to into the top 3 in the qualifying. CC Brain says that he would have got pole, but his last corner was invalidated. Liquor bottle inbound. Oh, that's harsh. Tony, that's harsh. Never know. I hope not, because we want to see a good race between them two. I'll just say there where CC Brain says he would have got pole time, but he had a last corner invalidation.
Took a bit too much curve into the final corner.
But easy to say that, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, well, most of the time you do get an invalidation for a reason.
Yeah.
There are a few corners in this game where it's complete nonsense when you get one. But for the most part, they're pretty accurate.
I'll get to that if I can, Game Freaker, but we're just about to start the race, so I love his camera angle. I forgot they do the formation lap, don't they?
Yeah.
Keep forgetting that.
Yep. Lil Bricks is not moving off the grid.
Maybe it just doesn't not going to bother. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll get that question. Game Freaker says, what our thoughts are about the Halo. I'll go first with that. I suppose in the wake of the Jules Bianchi crash, safety does come first, but I think it's not going to look aesthetically pleasing. But I mean, until something better comes along, I don't know what the answer is. I suppose there's people scratching their heads trying to come up with a design that A is safe and B makes the car look better. I mean, do you want to add anything into that?
I think Halo is the least of Formula 1's problems in terms of the on-track action.
Yeah, that's really, very true. Yeah.
I mean, the worst thing about Formula 1 next year, personally, is the fact that now the team's only had 3 engines last season, so we're going to get even more grid penalties.
Yeah.
And you know, there was an article today where Pirelli talked about the cars going 2 seconds faster a lap than this year. But if they're the same aerodynamically, they're just going to be going faster. Overtaking will still be tricky, ridiculously so, some of the tracks. So they're bigger problems for me than the Halo. I don't like the Halo, don't get me wrong, but it's not. I'd rather see.
There's bigger fish to fry.
It's just, I just want to see better racing.
Yeah.
I think the cars are in the right direction this year, but I think that's a debate for another day.
A closer grid, yeah, that's what I like to see. Adeola in the chat says that it might have been a good idea for Leclerc to not to do the formation lap, for tyre wear reasons.
Same tyre wear, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why he did it.
Yeah. I've not got a great camera angle. Here we go. Long red light, but let's go. And this has got a good start, as is JD, and it's pretty much as you were for the minute. Lickel in 4th place, so yeah, they as you were at a minute.
Yeah, very clean start. Little Blocks didn't get the best getaway, but he managed to fend off Hellboy's Mercedes for now.
Yeah. So
forward dive by the Force India, and he's just spun himself out. Well, that was
that Remco?
A very optimistic move down into turn 5, that would be, for the chicane. But yeah, he went late on the brakes, looking to gain a place. He might damage his wing, and he spun it again at the hairpin.
CC Ben's got a great run on JD7, going into that last corner. Well, not the last corner, but I forgot what you call it now, the DRS straight. Bit of contact, bit of wheel banging. JD's kept it in there.
Free ride situation here. Little Block's having a little look.
He's going to try to pick up the pieces.
At least one of these cars he's got to get past before the end of the race.
And CC Brain gets that move done.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some late braking there by CC Brain. So Remco, a terrible start to his race, 17 seconds off 9th place already.
Yeah, well, I don't know, that move he made just wasn't really necessary.
Oh, and there's a problem for Williams there in the background. Kim Mick, I believe it is, he's having some problems. He's dropped a few places, and then not Kim Mick, sorry, Bugatti. Then King Mick going wide as well.
Yeah, look at the gap that Louis has already, 1.6 seconds.
Yeah. So he's doing everything right. He's doing as much as he can do in a minute.
Well, right now Ferrari doing enough to win the Constructors' Championship in terms of the points, with CC Brain in 2nd position.
So Remco obviously did get some damage because he's gone into the pits.
Yeah, wing change for the Force India driver, former PSGL F1 champion.
Yeah. So Leclerc probably a bit too far back to have a go down here. He's going to wait for the next lap. Hopefully he keeps in the DRS zone.
Yeah, I think he just needs to be patient.
Yeah.
He needs to pass one of these cars to put himself in the championship position. He doesn't need to make a move where he might risk getting a penalty if he goes over the curbs or something like that.
Yeah, but nerves might play a part.
Yeah, no question.
But the top 4 now have created a little bit of a gap to Hellboy in 5th place, so it's kind of split up into 2 groups at the minute. 1 to 4, then 5th to 8th, or 5th to 9th, sorry.
Yeah, well, Dougie and Lewis both gained 2 and 3 places from the start, respectively, from the back of the grid. So they've done pretty well.
So interesting. I just noticed because I just looked at the tyres. Dougie on the super softs. Lewis, as in Lewis Hamilton, is on the softs. And
Yeah,
Remco,
he did set a time.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, and Remco is obviously made his pit stop.
Well, Lewis 11004 could play a factor because when these ultra soft runners stop, they don't want to get stuck behind him. Oh, and Lewis little blocks hits the back of JD, who lost control, and he's lost half his wing. The championship leader's lost half his wing.
Oh,
And I got perfect view of that. But yeah, it was JD basically lost the car in front of him going into that high speed section towards the end of sector 1. And Little Blocks had literally nowhere to go. Straight into the back of him. It was a race against us for sure, but wow, that could swing it in Lewis's favour.
yeah, but he's made a move. Oh, he's gone deep though.
It's gone very deep. And
then,
over curbs.
Yeah,
That looked personal. That certainly looked personal. I think Little Blocks is steaming a little bit.
and Hellboy has made capitalised on that by getting past JD, and then Dougie's not far behind as well.
3-second penalty for
CC Brain.
I'm just going to call him Double C. It's much easier.
So Hellboy over the back of Lickle now. Well, Lickle pit. Actually, you must have to. Yeah.
He's got red damage on the left-hand side. All the end plates gone. It's going to have no downforce. I mean, this section it's okay, but when he goes to that high-speed sector 1, he won't have anything. I think Hellboy will get past him before the end of the lap, possibly.
Oh, he's pushed Hellboy out wide. Couldn't do anything about it, I don't think.
Locked pits. No choice.
Yeah. But
it's a real shame.
It's early days though, so the important thing is just not to panic. Anything can happen throughout the race. He's gone to the super soft tyres, so I'm guessing he's going to stop again.
Yeah, he's switched to a 2-stop strategy.
Yeah. So obviously it's easier to say and done, but just not to panic. And his teammates are tired.
Oh,
God, he's
crashed
way off the track.
Yeah, that's where is that? That's a really weird place to crash.
I think that's in the first sector somewhere.
It is.
believe.
Yeah, I think he's lost it. He's lost it 3 or 4, and he's just ended up way out in the grass.
Yeah. Meanwhile, JD has got his 3rd place back from Hellboy.
Yeah, this looks like a nice little battle for the final podium spot.
Oh, but Hellboy's got past him again in the DRS, or will he? He's forced JD out wide.
Goes off. Yeah, well, I think Hellboy had the inside, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, he took the line. I don't think there's much more space he could give. Oh, and JD in the saddle touch, and he spun the saddle into the wall. Oh
God! It's all
dear.
It's all ending in tears on the last race of the season. I'll have to say.
Well, JD has been involved in 2 incidents now.
Already.
First one wasn't his fault. Well, I mean, he lost the car, but he didn't. But that one, that was entirely avoidable. That second one should just give him the saddle a bit more space. It's all going on here.
I have to say, I've been watching it for probably half a season, and I've seen some clean racing, but it's just all gone horribly wrong in the last race of the season. Dougie pits.
Yeah, the pressure's getting to some of these drivers, clearly.
Yeah. F2 Demolition Derby, Tony says on the chat. Yeah, it is a bit like that. Only 5 laps into the race.
Yeah, I think I've brought over some of the F1 madness to F2.
So, because of all that, the field is kind of spread out a little bit now. The closest gap is the top 2, I think. Game Vic, will you come on to F2 next season? No, unfortunately, because I'll be racing F5 and it's on the same day, so no, I won't. Unfortunately. So yeah, Lewis. I don't know if you'll know what's going on behind him, but he's obviously in literally pole position. He can't do any more than what he's already doing. He's pulling out a bit of a gap here as well, over 3 seconds to double C.
So wide a little bit, sector 3, but he nearly lost the car, but he saved it. He doesn't need to push that hard now. I mean, I don't know if he knows about his championship rivals' problems. But...
bit of a backhand kicking out there. I mean, if this is you, would you? I mean, I know some people do have the stream on in the background. Would you want to do that, or would you just want to concentrate on what you're doing? No, I wouldn't either.
No, I mean, to be honest, the game gives you all the tools you need.
Yeah.
And you know, I tend to have, you know, I've got the full map. I've got everything I need to see what's going on, and you know, the stream. I don't need that. Oh, JD gets a 5 second penalty, so I think we can safely say Torosso are out of the Constructors' Championship now.
Yeah.
It's realistically, you'd have to win and there'd be some long finishes.
So, they're cool. Fast lap of the race, currently P6, still not enough. But like I said, it's still early days.
Yeah, well, Little Blocks is back up to 6th now because of the problems we saw with Lewis crashing out and JD and Dougie hitting each other, and Remco, well, he had a dreadful start anyway. So yeah, the field's slightly spread out at the moment, but I think these battles will come back to each other later on.
Someone in the chat is saying that Louis is lagging, but I have not noticed that.
I saw him lagging slightly previous lap, but I think it's alright now.
Yeah. So JD and Dougie find themselves close together on the track again, so hopefully they can navigate around each other better than last time. Still a couple of seconds between them, but JD's on the super softs and Dougie's on the softs. Oh, about the yeah, Tony saying he's in a party with Louis and he sounds like a robot. Yeah, I can answer some questions, Game Freak. I mean, it's all kind of spread out a little bit. Who will take the Williams second seat? I think I'd like to see Paul di Resta go back into it, but my gut feeling, and this has been confirmed without me knowing already, but my gut feeling is it will go to Kubica. Don't know if you want to add anything to that.
I think Sergei Sorokin's got a shot.
Yeah.
Especially after that test where Kubica was, 4/10 off from Stroll's time with better tyres. But
yeah,
I think it'd be unfair if Kubica was ruled out just because of that, because after all, he hasn't been in a 4-1 car. I think, given winter testing, I think he'll be back in the place at least to be as quick as Stroll.
Yeah.
This is the Williams team. I mean, they left their ambition to win championships long ago.
Yeah.
So really, let's face it, they're not going to be challenging for the top positions next season.
I've been watching over the last few days on YouTube the season from 1997, and the Williams back in those days were epic. It's a bit disappointing to see where they are now.
Yeah, the last time they were, I mean, the 2014 Williams was a brilliant machine, but aerodynamically they haven't really evolved since that season. They had the engine advantage, but it was actually aerodynamically a really good car to start that era, but everyone's moved on since then.
Yeah.
Well, King Mick hits, as does Hellboy.
JD gets a 3-second penalty, so yeah, not good for him. 1 second ahead of Dougie Antonio now.
Looks like, oh, and a wing change for King Mick.
Yeah, he's obviously had some contact somewhere. That promotes Licker into 4th place. Still not enough, and Licker will have to pit again.
Well, if he can stretch out those super softs long enough to go on the ultra softs, he's got half a chance.
Yeah.
He needs to stretch this out. I think if he does a 2-stop onto the super softs again, I don't think he'll be close enough. The ultra softs will be mighty at the end of the race if he can stretch them that far.
And Kim Mick has come out right in front of that battle between JD and Dougie.
Yeah, no love lost between the Toro Rosso and Sauber driver on that incident earlier on. Dougie's going to have the best tyres of the 3 right now.
JD closing on Kim Mick going defensive, so JD had to go around the outside. Can he get it done?
Lay on the brakes.
Yeah.
Wow, he got it done. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he was going to go straight off, but fair play. Really good on the brakes there.
Kim Mick will have DRS back again. Can he? No.
It's not close enough.
No.
And double C pits.
Yeah, he's gone to the soft tyres.
Yeah, Ferrari's both 1 stopping. I mean, Louis up front, he can just pretty much pick when to pit really, because he's not under threat from anybody behind.
No.
As long as he doesn't stay out too much longer. So Williams 1-2 currently.
Yeah. Is it an undercut around Abu Dhabi, or would you say it's a long enough track?
The undercut can be fairly strong here. Not strong as the US, but there is a fairly strong undercut here. I don't think double C was fairly behind Louis, so I don't think Louis will be out enough laps for CC Brain to get back that time. Unless Louis makes a mistake or his tyres blow up. But I think it's been a very assured drive from the Williams drivers. So. Bugatti already being caught from the 2nd position. Easy as you like.
Yeah, so Bugatti, the only one not to pit yet, I believe, or one person on the Ultrasoft not to pit.
No, Louis just pitted. It was just the 2 Williams drivers.
Yeah. So Bugatti's going to go around again. You thought?
It could be close, but I think Louis should be okay. It's only it's coming out of the pits now, and he's only just got over the start line. But Lil Blocks moves up to 3rd position.
Yeah. So yeah, got that. He currently where he needs to be, but as you said, he's going to pit again. He's just like you said, he's going to stretch out this I forgot the word I'm looking for now. Yeah,
he's got a 3-second gap to Hellboy, so you may have some defending to do.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Double C got the gap down to 2.3 seconds. That was a fairly hefty undercut. It took about 2.5 seconds out of him in terms of the gap. So
Bugatti pitted, and he's come out in 7th place. Dougie is pitted. That's his first stop, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
No, second stop. Second stop.
It's a second stop. And it's not on the soft, surprisingly, so he's going to have to stop again.
Wow, that's interesting strategy, where he's going to score points wherever.
Remco has half a chance of not finishing last on track with that strategy.
Yeah.
Which you'll be pleased with.
Game 3 says give Remco some air time, so here it is. I'll give him a few seconds. Let him go down the straight. He's weaving for some reason. He's actually hit the wall. So yeah, interesting to see what he's doing. Trying to warm up his tyres, I suppose. I don't know. But anyway. So Hellboy has closed in on Lickles by the 2nd half.
Yeah, it's going to be all the super soft tyres now. Although interestingly, Double C took half a second out of Louis on Louis' outlap after pitting, so 2 seconds is the gap. Might not be over yet for the lead of this race.
Yeah, CC Brain is quick, so yeah, don't cut him out yet.
The Ferrari driver does have a 3-second penalty against him.
Yeah, very true.
It's a tall order to win the race from here.
King Mick and JD still very close together on track. JD on the super softs, King Mick's on the softs. So interesting, there's lots of different strategies being played out, and that's another 3-second penalty for Double C. Lots of different strategies being played out in this race, interestingly.
Yes.
Game Freaker says, which tracks do you want on next season's calendar? Well, it's all the tracks that we didn't do this season, they'll be definitely on it, so I'm guessing it's the ones that we've got left over to pick from.
All I'm going to say is from discussions having, the calendar is going to be quite different to this one.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all we're allowed to say.
I'm not a fan of Monaco, but I can understand why we have it. JD Pitts, so you should be good on the soft tyres. That promotes Kim to 5th place. I suppose just trying to think. My favourite track, that's probably my strongest track, is probably Bahrain, to be honest. So if that was on there, it'd be good for me. But I'm happy to do whatever, basically.
It's another wing change for JD.
Yeah, so maybe some contact we haven't seen. So there must have been. I think it's fair to say that some of the tracks we're going to have on next season are not going to be pad friendly. So Game Freak just mentioned that.
Elbow right behind Little Blocks now.
Oh yeah, seen that. Yeah.
Lost control a little bit coming out of the first chicane, losing a bit of time. So that's probably cost him the chance to overtake at this point.
So if you was looking right now, what would you be thinking? Did you want to keep in front of him, or would you say, rather than fighting, try and just give up track position, not to waste the tyres?
Well, yeah, it's a conundrum really. I think he's in a catch-22 situation. I think losing all that time from that incident with JD, I don't think either way is going to really help him.
No. Yeah, he needs some retirements in front of him really to help him. But with only 9 people in the race, it's going to be toward about. Another 3-second penalty for who is that? Dougie, I think it was.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Mercedes very, very close now.
So he's going to have a massive chance down this back straight.
Yeah, much fresher super soft tyres compared to the Red Bull driver.
Liquor blocks moving slightly, not a direction change I would say, but just moving slightly. Covered his line very well there, it's great defending I think. I think the one thing I would say that for Lico in the situation that he's in now, but if he doesn't win a championship,
left the door open. Will Hobel go for it? Yes, he will.
Oh, but he hangs it around the outside though. Oh no, he's got the inside of the next corner. Yeah, he's got that move done.
Yeah, that's done.
Yeah, but Lico wanted an F1 seat for next season, and so. I mean, he's still, like I said, he's not even halfway through the race yet, but he can take some solace in that if he wasn't to win a championship.
Yeah, there's a long way to go. There's plenty of chances for people to make mistakes. I don't think the lead of the race will be relaxing just yet. Oh, and Little Blocks.
Yeah, I've seen
on the
that.
curbs, turn 20, but he saves it. Yeah, he's at the moment.
So battle
He's
going on
17
between.
seconds behind the leader at the moment.
Yeah. Battle going on between King Mick and Bugatti at a minute. So that's a battle for P5. Both on the soft tyres. I think it was just great to see that in PSGL, but it's not happening in all the championships, but most of them, that the championship that's come to the final round of the season. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, well, I think that's what you want. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe the drivers don't want that.
Yeah,
Because you want to win. Oh, and here comes Bugatti
yeah.
taking King Mick down the inside. Oh, over the curb. That might compromise into the next DRS straight. Yeah, King Mick's got a better run. He's going to have to go put it around the outside into the next chicane.
It's
Got
not.
to be brave on the brakes.
It's not bad going around the outside, is it? Oh no, it made
and
contact.
Bugatti,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure he gave King Mick enough space.
That might be one for the stewards.
Maybe. I only had one angle of it, but
Yeah.
I think Bugatti just cut the apex really and didn't give King Mick any room. It was there. Yeah. Racing incident, I think. I don't think he meant it. Oh, a 3-second penalty for Louis. But that shouldn't affect him too much in the lead.
No.
Because
CC Brain's got six seconds
he's got
left,
6
hasn't
seconds of penalties.
he? Yeah.
So Ferrari will win the Constructors' Championship as it stands. There's nowhere near enough of a point swing between any of the other teams.
Remco add to his misery, 30 seconds off not 8th place, and he's got another 3-second penalty.
Yeah.
So, with Liquid Block jumping over those curbs, kind of flew over him a little bit. Yeah, that's not a great advert for his F1 credentials, but that's a different season.
Yeah, he's definitely struggling on those super softs now. But he's got to stretch them out just so he can use the ultra softs at the end.
So, if you were to put the ultra soft tires, oh no, sorry, he's alright. If you were to put the ultra softs on the end, you want to stretch, if you look at what I mean, if you want to stretch that to lap 20.
Well, they can do fresh set. Should be able to stretch them out for 10 laps.
Yeah, okay. So he's not got too many more laps to do then.
No, I would, if he can, try and maybe get that set to lap 19, then he can pit on the end of 18 or 19 at least.
But I'm just looking at the gaps in the left hand side there. I'd say he's going to come out in 8th place after his pit stop.
Yeah,
But they've got
his chances of making up third are slim, but going on the fastest tyre. And Hellboy will have to stop again as well.
and JD, I would have thought. Well, I didn't know about JD actually, but Dougie would definitely.
So Little Blocks will be chasing down. If he can pit earlier than Hellboy, for example, he could undercut him for sure. Then he'll be chasing down the likes of King Mick, Bugatti on soft tyres at the end. So it's not over yet.
No. Still a long way to go in this race. Yeah.
But I think in terms of, I think the top 2 is gone for Little Blocks for sure.
Yeah.
Unless they bin it somewhere. But because Louis and Double C, they're definitely going to the end on those softs. But Hellboy, I think he'll be pitting again. And Little Blocks is only 2.4 seconds off him, so he just needs to keep fairly close to him and then try and undercut him.
Game Freaker, just thank you for your questions, Game Freaker. You just said, would we like to use the safety car for next season, even though it still has its glitches? And Liquid Block pits, I'll get back to that in a minute, Game Freaker. Liquid Block pits, so...
What's he going for?
He'll have to go for ultras, surely.
Well, he might. Yeah, no, super softs.
Super softs, interesting.
They're still a very quick tyre, and he'll have plenty of performance in them to the end of the race. So I can understand him doing that.
Yeah.
So the question is, will Hellboy respond?
So where will Lickle come out?
Behind King Mick, but hopefully for his sake ahead of Dougie.
Dougie, yeah. Dougie's coming round.
Yeah, he'll need to get past King Mick and Bugatti, or at least not get trapped behind them.
Yeah. So I mean, that could have been worse for Lickle. Probably a good time to pit.
He's got half a chance.
Yeah.
He really does. If he can clear those two soft runners ahead of him, and undercut Hellboy, then he has a chance of winning the championship, no question.
So he's got a great run on King Mick.
Look at that straight line speed he had. He's gone late on the brakes, and he's got it straight away. Wow,
yeah.
that is a massive move for his race right there, straight away.
That's impressive. So he's got 8 seconds. Near enough 8 seconds on Bugatti now, so he's going to chase him down, but that can be done in 10 laps or so. But he'll need someone to have an incident in front of him. Hellboy needs to pit, which he should do.
Yeah, he is. I thought he wasn't going to. He nearly hit the outside of the pit wall. Went deep. Desperately trying to get into the pit lane, but yeah, he had to respond because Little Blocks is on a real charge.
And he's gone on the super softs as well. That's
that's
a bit weird.
Yeah, glitched out for a second. Little Blocks rounds the final corner. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be really close. Oh, and I think, where's Little Blocks is ahead of Hellboy.
Oh, only just.
What an outlap! What an outlap from Little Blocks. That was incredible.
I'll tell you what.
Now they've got to get past Bugatti. The championship battle is on.
That would emphasise that move down into down the back straight on King Mick. That was important.
Yeah, that was quite possibly the best outlap he's done, and the most important this season. To get ahead of Hellboy. You had a 2.5 second gap before Little Blocks pitted, don't forget. A mighty lap from Little Blocks to get ahead of Hellboy with that undercut.
Tell you what, I thought when Lickle had to change his wing, I thought, oh God, he was dead and buried, but no, he's in there. He's only 6 seconds behind Bugatti with plenty of time left. The question is, will Hellboy give him any trouble? But Hellboy gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah. Now it's going to be very Little Blocks.
But Hellboy goes one inside.
That is not a place you want to go for an overtake, not from that far back.
He's trying again.
What is Hellboy doing? That is ludicrously aggressive from Hellboy there. And Little Blocks gives him a friendly shove off the track. And some would say deservedly for that.
But that didn't help Lickle. That's cost him time.
It has cost him time. That's the problem. Even if Hellboy with penalty, he's going to be right on the back of him. The pace looks very similar. Both very good race pace here today, by the looks of it.
Fizzo says about the penalties, but I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of checking penalties during the race. I don't really want to know. I just want to kind of. Hellboy goes one inside again.
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, we're going to collide. Oh, it's so close. Oh my God.
Oh, and he's just shoved Hellboy off the track. Oh, that could go to the stewards, unfortunately.
Oh my God.
Little Block, I'm pretty sure Little Block's just turned towards Hellboy there. Just get him off. But Hellboy's off the track.
Yeah, I was on TV pod on that camera angle. Oh my God.
I was on board with the Mercedes. So,
yeah. Wow.
I mean, well, that's a moment in the race for sure.
Yeah.
Might be some words. I think I'm going to leave the chat straight after this race. I think there'll be some words about that. But to be fair, I think I think Hellboy's moves the previous lap, and up to that point, I think they were pretty
it's
ridiculous.
kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other, isn't it? But I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. I think I don't know. Lickle definitely shoved them off the track, but I mean, was Hellboy being too aggressive on the previous lap? I don't know.
They were basically locked together. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I think they were locked trying to get him off, but
wow. Yeah, so it's all
that's
happened.
a shame. You don't want to see that.
No.
In a PSGL race, not at this level.
Um.
I mean, frankly, that's something you see in a sprint race.
Yeah. Shortbread. Shortbread's made a little bit of a comment, so F1 can enjoy that. Yeah, it's. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I think everything we've had to say about it, as we said, just got to focus on the rest of the race.
Yeah, Hellboy's retired.
Yeah, I think that's out of frustration.
Yeah.
I think to a degree, he brought it on it himself a little bit.
So, after all of that, Lico was closing on Bugatti now. He's less than 5 seconds behind him now with 7 laps to go. But I mean, if Lico, JD retires as well, I'm not sure what's happened to him.
He's
gone off at the hairpin down the back straight.
Yeah.
He's just gone straight on.
Yeah. So that rules Toro out of the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah.
So that more or less guarantees Ferrari are winning it.
Yeah.
So Remco is on for 4 points despite his race. So that's a lesson to keeping going and just keeping on the track.
Yeah.
It's
Albeit
a shame he couldn't keep it on the track in the first lap, but there you go.
Yeah, so obviously, I mean, hypothetically, if Lico does finish on the podium, he will be champion. But I'm not sure if he's going to keep his title.
Well,
yeah,
I guess it depends. It depends if.
I don't want to preempt the steward's decision.
Well, to be honest, it depends if Hellboy wants to report it or not.
Yeah, that's very true.
If it's not reported, then the stewards can't go into a race, and but anyway, it's not for us to say. But yeah, Louis is on to win the championship as it stands. 3.4 second gap. Leo Block's still got to get past Bugatti.
Yeah, that's very true. As Maya Walker once always said, it's one thing catching up, getting past is quite another. Game Figure says Remco might get a podium if this continues.
At this rate, we will. Lap 22. Yeah, I think Leo Blocks will definitely catch Bugatti by the end of the race.
Yeah.
Probably, I reckon in 2 laps time, we'll be on the back of it. Maybe 3.
Wow, I'm just still in shock really. I mean, the last couple of races are just stuff that's been going on has been crazy. It's just like all the rules and regulations have just been thrown out the window for the last 2 races of the season. It's unbelievable stuff to watch.
Yeah, I've definitely come in for an eventful race. I'm definitely going to upload my view of it because there's lots of alternative camera angles for things to have to look at.
Interestingly enough, Remco's just got a 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags.
Yeah, Louis right behind him to lap him, so I hope he just lets him by.
Remco did exactly the same thing in USA. Oh my god, I can't believe what I'm watching. It's USA all over again.
Well, he is on faster tyres, that's the problem, but you know he's less than a second behind, so he should just pull it over. Let him through.
Championship to start as well, isn't it? I mean, he hasn't got.
Although to be fair, considering the gap Louis got, he could just back off Oh,
Yeah.
and Remco just binned it.
I missed that after all that.
I just saw Flash of Force India hit the wall, so we're down to 6 runners now of an already quite small field. So this is more retirements here than I expected.
And Lecco is less than 2 seconds behind Bugatti now.
Yeah, he'll be in DRS range by the end of this lap if he keeps this pace up. But it goes a bit deep into turn 1.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm gonna leave the chat when this race is over. But I mean, the podium interviews. If that's if Little gets there, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can ask the questions in that one. It's been eventful, but I really hope this is not what the F1 race is like Monday.
Yeah.
It looks like it is going to be settled on the track, but I think there's been some unnecessary driving out there this season.
Yeah.
So really the main battle really is between Little Blocks and Bugatti.
Yeah.
So Bugatti, the Williams teammate of Lewis, got to do a job now. Try and keep Little Blocks behind, if he can.
So 5 laps to go now. Little has got plenty of time, so there's no need for any sudden moves. Just get into the DRS zone down the back straight, and then be just a little bit late on the brakes. So it could be even less than a second by the time it gets to the back straight.
Yeah, you can take sector 1 so much better than the soft tyres, which are going to be quite old at this point.
I don't think he had DRS. He might have done. I'm not sure. Let's have a
We're about
look.
to find out.
Yeah.
He might have just had it in the detection zone.
Yeah.
Yep, he's got it.
Too far back, I'd say.
Yeah, Bugatti didn't feel the need to go defensive, but yeah, it's right there now. That's a good exit for Bugatti, to be fair. But Bugatti's not going to protect the inside, so Littlebox is going to go for it. Yes, he is.
But Bugatti was aggressive there.
I don't think Little Box was quite close enough for that. But he's got more laps to go. He's just got to keep his nerve now.
Yeah.
Because he'll be really hot under the collar after all that nonsense with Hellboy. So he just needs to draw on the strength of his performances in other races this season.
I mean, I suppose. Well, I think it's going to be a matter of time now when Little gets past Bugatti, but I suppose if Little gets there, we are going to have to call him a champion, because he will be until the decision is made, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just going to play it as it's seen. Oh, we'll go down.
Yeah.
Tries to go down inside. It's good. It's much better on the Bugatti, although yeah, good. Bugatti does get the traction down, but I think this is going to be the moment.
Bugatti going very defensive, Little to go around the outside.
Yeah, I think Bugatti went defensive too late. He'd already had all the slipstream.
Oh, Bugatti not giving that up though.
No, he doesn't. Oh, across the curb goes Little Box. That's going to compromise him. He's going to have to defend this at least. Bugatti decides to go over the curbs again. I think Little Blocks has got this done. trying to close on the brakes, but he doesn't have the tyres now to
No.
fight little blocks.
He's got a comfortable gap behind him. But yeah, I think that news is over with now. That battle is over with. Little.
Yeah, unless little blocks gets a bounty, he might still have to get out a 3-second gap before the end of the race.
Yeah, that's very true. You don't know about. Yeah, I haven't seen anything flash up, but easily missed.
I don't think I saw little blocks get bounties in this race.
So.
Yeah, Ferrari are 100% constructors champions.
Yeah.
No question about that. Unless both Ferraris were to suddenly crash out, and then Williams would win it if that happened.
So after those, how can I say, intense laps, Louis has got a 10-second lead over Double C. He was a long way in front of Little Blocks now, and as we've just seen, Nickel has made his move past Bugatti for P3. And there's not many gaps, not many battles between 4th, 5th and 6th, all pretty spread out now, so I think everyone will probably hold station now until the end of the race. Lewis has just started his penultimate lap. I mean, the drama on the track has been pretty much done now. It's what's going to happen off track, I suppose, now. That's what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, so Ferrari were on 144 points, Williams on 138 points. Toro Rosso, they will, I'm trying to think, they will drop to 4th. Red Bull finished where they are because of the callbacks.
I'll invite. Oh, there's who's going to get in there anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so Game Freak is asking you, Venom, if he can do some donuts on Monday.
Yeah. If you've got nothing to play, if the championship's decided and you're trundling along in 15th or something, go for it. Be my guest. That's what I'm doing if I have an awful race tomorrow.
JT, aka Policeman, says will Lickle or Lewis win the title for so Lickle will be technically the champion, but I don't know what to say really.
I mean, he's the champion. Unless,
he's the champion.
Something happens which is beyond the control. He's the champion as it stands, so he will be treated as such.
Yeah.
Unless something else happens, because everything's got to be reviewed. I had it from the Mercedes on boards, but it just looked like a very sharp turn to the left. But I think Hellboy did bring it on himself. I got every move from it. So if the stewards want to have a look at it, I will upload it. But again, pretty sure I don't think unless it's something ridiculous, which I guess all 3 seconds for Bugatti, so that guarantees Lil Blocks will finish third as long as he keeps on the road for the final lap. Well, gotta say, Louis has been magnificent today. He's done everything right.
Done everything he's been asked to do, yeah.
Pole position, perfect start, good gap, defended the undercut from the Ferrari driver behind him, and it's been a very satisfactory end to the season for him. But I think he's going to be denied in the championship battle.
So as we watch the last lap of the race, just want to say thank you to everyone who's joined the stream and all your comments. It's been an eventful race. I can say that for sure. And as Lewis crosses the line, I don't know if he knows what's going on yet, but like I say, he's done all he can do.
Another penalty. He's going to finish a decent second today. And Ferrari take the Constructors' Championship with that result. Well done to Ferrari.
I'll just say to all those people watching the stream now, I'll stick around for the podium interviews, I'd say. In fact, I think I might leave that F2 chat now while I'm here.
Well, here comes Little Box across the line
To win the championship.
Just wants to yeah, and he does, yeah. Little Blocks, after 2 seasons of Game of the Best, being the F2 champion, we have a new F2 champion in Little Blocks.
Wow, what an eventful race.
Yeah, wins it by 2 points. Doesn't get much tighter than that.
No.
But it might not be the end of the story, but as far as this race goes, it is.
No.
So he is the champion, and I think on the balance of the season, definitely a worthy one.
Well, I think Lewis and Licker were in a party together, so I don't know if Lewis knows what's going to be going on, what's been going on behind him.
To be honest, unless he mentions it, I'd just stick to this really.
Yeah.
And just get out otherwise.
Right, well, that's your race result there. Lewis wins the race. CC being second, Licker Fox third. Nagati finished in 4th place, Kim Mick 5th, and Dougie was the last person to finish in 6th place. Right, I will invite him to the party in a minute.
For such a small grid, that was one of the most eventful races.
I know, it's been crazy. It really has been crazy.
F1 is half as good as that. Well, maybe not all good, unfortunately, but it's half as dramatic as that. Viewers are going to be in for a treat. Let's get out of this lobby.
Yeah. Look, can you suggest Lewis again, please, mate? Alright. Yeah, so wait till he joins, and we'll get it underway.
Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, good. Just trimming my party switch. I'll shut up.
Lewis, do you want to join the chat? Do you want to party, mate? I've sent you an invite. Do you want to suggest them again, look, or once if I get him another invite, and then give it a couple of minutes?
He may be AFK actually.
Oh, he says his mum's up here talking. Right, okay. Well, we'll carry on. CC, is CC in there? I didn't see him join. No, I did invite him, but I'll try again. Yeah, we'll see if he joins, but in the meantime, we'll start with you, Louis. Louis, Little Block. So, congratulations, champion. How does it feel?
I feel kind of relieved, to be honest. It's been a long season, but what's it called? GG to Louis. It's been a good title fight ever since everyone's left, but yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. I suppose really we got to talk about the elephant in the room, that battle between yourself and Hellboy. Tell us from your point of view, how did it go? How do you see it?
Well, dive bomb at the hairpin. Bit aggressive, bit too aggressive. Then going straight. Emotions just got a bit high, and yeah, that happened. Just kind of annoyed that because he's just been threatening all week to take me out every race, so and then just to do that dive on the hairpin and everything, just don't know what to say.
So we obviously saw some contact between yourself and Hellboy going down the back straight, which obviously resulted in Hellboy spinning off and eventually a time from the race. How do you see that incident? Did you say that is it his? Did you say it's his fault, or would you say that was just a racing incident?
I don't know. I'll just let the stewards decide.
Okay, that's interesting. Venom, do you want to add anything to that?
No. I mean, I don't think that was a particularly good bit of driving from Hellboy overall. Although I think to a degree, Lil Blocks may want to have just let him do his thing, and if something happens, he will get punished accordingly. But again, it's not for me to say. Even if Hellboy has to report it, if he feels like it, then stewards will decide. It's up to them.
Right. Yeah. So as we haven't, as Madam mentioned earlier, congratulations to Rai for the winning constructors. Unfortunately, there's no one to represent him in the interview. Little is the only one here, unfortunately.
Ragazzi.
So, Little, what are your thoughts about next season? Are you looking forward to it? Being in F1 next season?
Going to be against quicker drivers. Just going to learn, see what their pace is like, see how they drive around the track, learn from them, and hopefully I become even quicker by racing quicker drivers.
Is there any areas that you think you might be able to improve on between now and when the season starts in early in January? Oh, we finally got someone. Lewis joined the party. Yeah, carry on with the question a minute.
Maybe I could be a little bit more like what the words? Oh, it's gone out of my mind.
Yeah, right.
Give it a little, maybe I don't know, just be a bit kinder on the wall.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Louis, welcome to the podium. Congratulations on the win. How did the race go from your point of view? You seemed to get the pole time and then a brilliant start, and it just carried on from there, really.
Yeah, it was quite a good race. A I didn't do one overtake the whole race. I got quite bored, to be fair.
So obviously didn't get to win the championship. You disappointed, or was you kind of expecting to be that was going to be the case anyway?
Well, that in my opinion, that incident between Lickle and Hellboy does need investigating, and I'll be very surprised if Lickle does win that championship.
Okay, interesting. Okay, we're kind of coming towards the end of the stream now. Venom, is there any other thoughts you want to give on tonight's race?
Yeah, I think there's some really good drivers in F2. Some of them are definitely quick enough to be in F1. I think there's not much to choose between them. Hopefully F2 has a bigger grid next season. We'll see some other faces coming over from F1. I think it can be a fantastic championship, but I think unfortunately there was some driving tonight which wasn't a great advert for F2. But I think overall it's been a really good championship once again in F2. So hopefully next season it will be even more of that.
Yeah, I'm very thankful to have done some commentary, particularly in the last half of the season. There were some great races I commented on Hungary. Singapore was the highlight of my season, to be fair. Oh, he's gone. With that three-way battle between Lickle, Lewis and CC Brain, that just went on for lap after lap after lap. It was brilliant to watch. Yeah, that's definitely the highlight of my season. So yeah, it's been great that I've been able to commentate on F2 this season. So there. And that's the F2 season wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, don't know what's going to happen between now and whatever happens off the track. But yeah, congratulations to the Lickle Blocks again for the F2 champion. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I'll be here same time tomorrow night, guys, for the F3 title decider. And you can tune in to Venom's stream on Monday night when he's got the F1 title decider. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the evening and thank you for watching.
Cheers, guys.